Hello, my beautiful diamonds. It's story time. I've been with my partner for almost a year and we haven't had sex. I am 42 and my partner is 52. She's not married to him. This is just her partner. They're not even married. My first husband left me 10 years ago and I've not been sexually active in that time. So now it's 11 years with no sex. My partner says he wants to, but he can't. He says it's due to trauma from seeing the birth of his child 8 years ago and he hasn't been sexually active since then, 8 years ago. Tell me something, Miss Truelove, is this a thing? He performs oral sex, but he masturbates happily to porn. So that sounds like a porn addiction to me. Okay, he says it frees him from pressure when he's masturbating to porn. He don't feel pressured. Do you have any ideas or any suggestions? He did say that he hasn't watched porn since we've been together. You believe that? My answer to her was he needs some professional help and he is not capable of the intimacy that you crave. I'm sorry about that. His behavior is far from normal, and I don't believe for a moment that he has stopped using porn. I don't. He is lying because addicts, they always do that. I'm so sorry because you deserve to be happy and you deserve an honest man. This one has some serious issues and it has nothing at all to do with you. If you can move on, you might need to. I do believe he's gaslighting you because he can look at the female anatomy on a computer screen without being triggered. But in real life, it seems to create a problem for him. I'm not buying that, nor should you. If he's not willing to go to therapy, okay, we're going to try to save this relationship. She's not even married to him. Keep that in mind. And if it starts off like this already, and it's only been a year, can you imagine what the future holds? So if he's not willing to go into therapy to figure his stuff out, then I'd say you have to move on to find someone who won't make excuses, unless, of course, you can live in a sexless relationship like so many women, so many other women are. And I can prove it. Here's the book. The Sex-Starved Wife. So many women are living in sexless marriages. Now, if you can work with that, because you know me, honey, I recommend you get the rabbit. I call him Andrew, and the rose is Johnny. Sometimes we have a threesome. Guaranteed orgasms, no STDs, your pH balance is never thrown off, and you not only have an orgasm, you have multiple. Don't get no better than that, girlfriend. Because if this is what's going on, the sex-starved wife, and they got another book called He's Just Not Up For It Anymore, then that's what you may have to resort to if you want to stay with this person. I don't see why you should, because you're not even married to him. And if it's starting out like this already, sweetheart, I don't think things are going to get any better. But of course, the decision is up to you. Okay, my darlings, our next story time. I find that I can't focus on conversations, especially in a group or small group setting. I just zone out. Sometimes even in one-on-one conversations, I just let myself laugh and talk about stupid, meaningless crap while I sit there just zoned out. I just can't seem to pay attention. I don't care anymore. Everything seems so trivial, mundane, and senseless. I literally don't care about anything other than the planned destruction of my family. That's what's constantly swimming around in my brain. I'm just going through life like a robot. How could he just pick up, leave, and move on as if I meant nothing to him. So, of course, she's not focusing on that. She's going through a lot of pain and she's zoned out. I think we've all experienced that. So, my answer to her is your mind is elsewhere right now, and that's okay. You've been through a huge, he just picked up and left. You've been through a huge shock, and your brain is trying to process it all. It's like a computer is overloaded and needs to restart. Remember, grief and stress can affect our focus and our concentration. It's not that you're not trying, it's just that your mind is preoccupied with trying to heal and you're trying to adjust to your new reality. Take things one step at a time and don't worry if you can't focus on everything right now. You'll get there, but for now, just take it one day at a time. Take breaks and practice self-care. Seek professional help because I'm not a therapist. I'm just an advice coach. I'm a coach. A therapist is licensed. So please get yourself a professional therapist and try to engage in activities that bring you joy and calmness. Remember, healing takes time, and it's okay not to always be okay. You got this. And I understand what she's going through right now, and I think we all can, that you're zoned out because you're just like, you can't believe what just happened to you. Has that happened to the best of us? I've always kicked clowns out. I've never had no man leave me in my life. I've always kicked them out. They got on my last nerve, and I couldn't be so bothered. But, everybody is not the same. And like you see, she said, this was just sudden. I can't be so bothered, child. You get on my nerve. They always had a room. I made sure that my husbands, my first husband, my children's father, you get on my nerves, sweetheart, and he went to his mom's house. He always go to your mother. I can't do you. I got no. My second, my fiance, Gregory Elliott, he always had a room. He lived with me and all that. I was with him for over 7 years, like 8 years, engaged to be married to him, but I didn't. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you. And then my second husband used to get on my last nerve. He always had a room to go to also. He used to say that we was broken up. No, we were not broken up. We were on a timeout. And while you're on a timeout and you're married, you're not supposed to be sleeping with other people. The purpose of a timeout is to take the time to get yourself together, to adjust your thinking, and to see what your life would be like without me. But he took the time out to mean breakup. But it is what it is. But like I said, I always recommend find yourself a community church or a fellowship church so you can have the support that you need, because these churches have different meetings for women, for men, for teenagers. You have some. Also, what I recommend also is join a codependency. A codependency group will help you get through so much. I'm not codependent, but I join these groups so I can listen to people, and I also get my clients and I get work. Like say an ambulance chaser, whatever, and I get a lot of my clients from these groups. I let them know what I do as an advice coach, and they seem to like my viewpoint on a lot of things, so they do send me texts, phone calls, emails, and it's great. I prefer the emails because I get a chance to take time to type and write the answers out. But like I said, sweetheart, take breaks to practice self-care. Get yourself a professional therapist. Because I even have my doctor on demand. Because even the best of them, psychiatrists, psychologists, they also need support and someone to talk to. So there you have it, my beautiful diamond sprinkle. Twinkle. That's my thing. Twinkle is like near the heavens, near the stars. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.